Namaskar and welcome to the Union Bank of India Compliance Week podcast for the year 2025. I'm your host Hitesh Sindwani, and today I have a guest who's had very well-rounded career across the bank. He's been CRO, he's been CCO, he's been COO, he's worked in the field, and handled zones and regions across. Welcome, Mr. A K Vinod. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us, sir.
Thank you, Hitesh. Thanks for this opportunity. Happy to be here.
Wonderful, sir. Sir, we just spoke about your elongated career and well-rounded experience across the bank. Tell us what one learning that somebody like you who's worked in so many places carries after such prolific experience.
Well, I'm fortunate to get an opportunity to work in various diverse areas of banking, whether it's field leadership as zonal head, as vertical business head, as CRO, as CCO, as COO, and again getting an opportunity to head business changes like centralization, back office, and also as further new business vertical head. So to give one learning is important. So every experience has been a learning experience, and there are a lot of this thing. Every interaction with the client, every interaction with a colleague is a learning experience. So it's very difficult to say one particular learning, but one thing is that if we keep this philosophy of learning from every experience and contributing to the function that you have given and to the bigger cause of our institution, that keeps you going. What I can say that every experience we have to
adds value.
learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for that answer, sir. So you've been the head of compliance for a long time for the bank. How do you view compliance, and how do you emphasize on the fact that compliance actually collaborates for business rather than becomes detriment for business, as many would view it?
Hitesh, I view compliance as an enabler, and this is my firm belief that compliance is actually an enabler. Now, if you look at our regulator, RBI, does basically two major purpose of regulating and supervision, and that are one is customer protection, and second is financial stability. Now, both these are actually enablers for our functioning.
True.
So, if a bank has to function, these two are very cardinal things that we have to ensure that the customer interest is taken care, and then only we can attract customers to our fold, and then only we can grow our business. And financial stability is in the interest of the entire systemic stability, which will help us to given a sustained growth. So there is no question of regulations coming as a restriction. These are enablers, and that needs to be understood well. That whatever we are doing, it is for the purpose of conducting our business in a sustained manner. And what happens is that if we compromise on compliance, that's where the problem starts. That's when, when ultimately things will lead to a situation of AQR, PCA and all those things which we have witnessed. So if you look at most of these issues, and do an RCA, it would be a compromise in compliance somewhere. So it's very important that everybody understands that the game can be played only if you stick to the rules well.
Absolutely.
If you compromise somewhere, ultimately you will lose the game.
Absolutely, sir. Very well said, sir. Thank you. And very often when you look at the front line, and they often have very stringent targets and they've got their goals to achieve, whether it's monthly, quarterly, they see this in a very different way. You've got very steep business targets. At the same time, you need to make sure that you're following a compliance discipline. How do you communicate with these? You've had business roles as well. When you're dealing with something like this, how do you make sure that there is a fine balance between achieving your business goals, at the same time not compromising on compliance at all?
As far as targets are concerned, my viewpoint and my firm belief is that we have to look at the opportunities available. Target should not be taken as something which is the burden given on me and then I have to take care of this burden. Targets should be taken as, how am I going to encash an opportunity which is available in my domain area.
Sure.
Now, the country that we are, the great country where we are living, it has no dearth of opportunities, any of the business segments that we are catering to. So, if it is a branch head or regional head or a zonal head, in that domain area, there will be plenty of opportunities in almost all the parameters that we are catering to, all the segments that we are catering to. We have to understand whether we have tapped that opportunities in the optimal manner with the resources that I have. That is my team, my products, my processes, which I can tap that. There is an opportunity where other players are encashing that opportunities. Whether I have done that, whether my targets are aligned with that opportunities. Well, if the target setting is not in tune with the opportunities, that becomes an aspirational statement and it does not happen. But if I'm convinced that there is an opportunity that is existing, there are other players in the industry who are thriving in that opportunity, then why not me? Then I have to understand that, how I optimally engage those resources and get those numbers to my fold. And whatever products or processes or strategies that we have, how am I translating to the numbers in my books? So, if we view in that manner, I think we cannot give a prefix of steep targets or anything. It is purely whether my target is aligned with an opportunity and whether I am in a position to encash that opportunity and achieve my target.
I understand, sir. Very well placed, sir. So, sir, as a head of agri-business, and congratulations on your new role. In this business, trust is central, right? And governance and compliance lead to better customer confidence. As you embark on this new business or new role, how do you foresee this shaping up for you? How do you drive and improve customer trust so that the business grows?
Hitesh, trust is not restricted only to a function of agriculture or anything. Entire banking is based on trust.
Very well said, sir.
So, for rather any human relationship is based on trust.
Yes.
So, trust is so central to us.
Yes.
And where the trust is lost, everything is lost. And to build up the trust, that is the banker's cardinal job and responsibility. And that happens when we are able to respond to the customer's needs, whichever function that you are handling, whether it is agriculture or retail or corporate, whether the customer perceives that here is a bank which is responsive to my needs and it will take care when I require. So, that is the kind of confidence that we have to build up in whatever actions, whatever communication that we give to the client. So, we have to finally give a message that you can trust us. Right. And that is if you look at our bank's philosophy is also that good people to bank with.
Good people to
what
bank
we are
with.
Trying to communicate is that you can trust.
Yeah.
And then there is no compromise on that, and we will do whatever it takes to ensure that trust is always there.
Fantastic, sir. Yeah. Sir, so culture is something which is fundamental to any organization, and we are a 100+ year organization. We're an old organization, and culture is like a river that flows, and it changes with the dynamics and needs of the time. In next 10 years, there is a lot of digital AI technology evolving. What changes do you foresee in the culture of Union Bank of India over the next 10 years?
One great thing, and which I can be proud of, is that we are working for a bank which has 107 years of rich legacy. So, the bank has traveled that journey of 107 years, which a normal human being also cannot do that. And that too, weathering storms of so many events like wars,
COVID,
disruptions, geopolitical issues, pandemics, and all those things.
Correct.
So, we stand tall as one of the leading and reputed bank in the country,
sir.
And also has a potential to be a great global player. So, in this, what I can say is that the future also we have braced ourselves, we have prepared ourselves to, you must be aware the kind of digital initiatives that we have taken.
Right.
In fact, we are one of the pioneers in introducing various digital journeys.
Yes, sir.
I can tell you, like, for instance, Shishu Mudra loan was the first ever digital loan that we introduced.
Right.
So, and so on and so forth. And then we have now come to a situation that we have set up a digital bank within the bank.
Correct.
So, which has all the potentials to take shape to cater to the future.
Yes.
As you rightly said, future is driven by technology, AI and whatnot. But what we have continuously demonstrated as a bank is that our workforce, our thinking, our institutional thinking can certainly take up the challenges of the future. And we have the younger workforce who are coming to the fold, and they are all well aware about the future requirements, and they're all future ready. So I'm confident that we are ready to take up as an institution to take another 107 years. That's optimism with which I work.
Fantastic, sir. And we are absolutely right. We are also early adopters of artificial intelligence as well. Sir, bringing the focus back on you, what are leadership traits that you personally swear by? You've worked with several leaders in the past, very senior people in the bank. You've worked with several managing directors in the past at the leadership role. What are leadership traits that you swear by personally?
Personally, I believe in looking at any issue or a problem or a task, and believing that we have a team or people who can get that done if we enable them. So as a leader, I am an enabler. I have to bring the best out of the situation and the people and the resources that I have.
Right.
So that is my basic driving force with which I work. So that's what I personally believe in.
Love it, sir. One compliance habit that you follow personally?
I personally believe that compliance starts with awareness. So I keep myself updated.
Lovely.
Early morning we start, the day of what has happened yesterday and how is it going to shape the new day, and what are the likely things that are happening, and what are the new circulars, new guidelines. So we have to be first understand, what are the things which are coming up for which I have to get myself prepared on. So as far as compliance is concerned, what are the rules and regulations which are coming, and how far I am ready to get those complied.
Okay. If you were to describe Union Bank of today in one word, what one word would you choose for Union Bank?
I would say a great bank.
Great bank. Fantastic. So lastly, a message to all the branch heads, regions, people who are going to be watching this podcast. Please give us a message.
My message to all my colleagues in the branches and the things is that we are unionites, and with the responsibility on our shoulders to ensure that we give the best to our bank, our beloved bank, and wherever we are operating, we ensure that our beloved bank is the number one bank there. So whatever best I can do, we should do it. And I would personally say that our competition is ourselves. So how can I be a better person than what I was yesterday? So if you do that with the philosophy, and also with the philosophy that I am working for the best institution, and I have to ensure that it gets that share in the market or whichever domain that I am in.
Fantastic. As it's always been, sir, it's wonderful interacting with you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Teji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.